this is Mary for Mary's Stamping Happenings. I really hope you enjoy this video. And if you'd like to purchase any of the products, you can go to marytroutner.stampinup.net and click on Shop Now. Hi, this is Mary for Mary's Stamping Happenings, and today is Let's Explore for February 2007, and we are doing the fun folds, and this card we're going to be doing is called the Twisted Gate Fold with Cupcakes and Carousels. If you've got the full class, you've bought the paper, the designer series paper, and we're also got the Cupcakes and Carousel designer series paper and the Cupcakes and Carousels embellishments. I'm not going to use this one on this one, but you can use these embellishments if you want. So what are we going to need? Well, we're going to start out with, we're going to be using the Special Reasons. We're using Bermuda Bay ink and cardstock. We're going to be using some Bermuda Bay. This is 7.5 by 4 1/4. Then we're going to be using a large scrap piece of Bermuda Bay. We are also going to be using a piece of Very Vanilla. This is 2 1/4 by 4. And then we're going to be using some scraps. We're going to be using some scraps of Mint Macaron, So Saffron, and Emerald Envy. And then we're going to be using 2 pieces of designer series paper, the Cupcakes and Carousels. They're 2 1/4 by 3 7/8. Then, as usual, we're going to be using glue dots. We're going to be using stamping dimensionals. We're going to be using our liquid multi-purpose glue with our silicone sheet. We're also going to be using the stamping trimmer and the Simply Scored tool, plus the Big Shot, and then we're going to be using some of the Stylish Stems framelits. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get out the Simply Scored tool, and we're going to take our 7.5 inch by 4 1/4 inch Bermuda Bay, and we're going to score at 2.5 and at 5 inches. It makes it at thirds, okay? Then we're going to take our stamping trimmer, okay? And we definitely want to put this down here. This is the cutting. We want to score then, we want to score from the, on the left panel, from the upper left corner to the lower right score sheet. So you want to put that in the track and line it up, okay? And there we go. Let's see if you guys can get down to see this a little better. See how this, the corner and that is lined up. And so we're just going to go through that, just like that, okay? Then we're going to move over to the right panel, and we're going to do the same thing. The upper left, which is the score line, and the corner, the lower right corner. And we're going to go like this, okay? So you can see that score line there and that score line there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to fold the straight ones into the card, just like this, okay? Let's get my, so we're folding those right like that. Now we want to fold these away, just like that, okay? And we're going to come this one, and we're folding that one away. So you can see it makes, oh, well, didn't score that one too well. So it makes something that looks like this, okay? Now what we want to do is we want to take our designer series paper. So for the front flaps right here, these flaps, we want to take the designer series paper, and I want this side on the front. So I want to cut the pattern paper, cut the designer series paper on the front flaps from the upper left corner to the lower right corner diagonally. And we want to cut this, so we want to use the cutter. Okay, so you can see that those are going to fit right like that, okay? Or like that, but we don't want those like that. So what we're also going to do is we're going to cut the other side. If you want, this one I left the same, but this one I want to do differently. So I'm going to cut the other one. Those are for these flaps here. This is the next one we're going to cut. And we're going to cut the diagonal paper. We're going to cut the designer series paper from the upper right, that's this one, to the lower left. Okay? Now see, I did this wrong. That's why that one was cut. They're the same, because I did it the same. So that is what we've got there. So now we just want to attach these. So I'm going to take my glue dots, and I'm going to put some glue dots on these suckers. And then I'm going to just attach them like that. And I'm going to attach this one over here. Okay, and now you can really decorate this any way you want, and use any of the paper, as long as you can use any designer series paper you want. Okay, then I'm going to attach this one right here. Okay. And then I'm going to attach these to the back, to this portion, not the portion that folds away, but the portion you're going to see, okay? And I really appreciate you guys buying my class here, and I hope you enjoy it and you purchase more of my classes. I'm having a class every month. Let's explore paper crafting. And you can always find out more of the information on my blog at marystampinghappenings.blogspot.com. And I'm putting this one there. And you can also look at my Facebook page. So there, you can see that, okay? Okay, now I want to just, okay, where did the, okay. Now you can put any saying that you like on this one. I'm going to put, what did I put on here? I'm lucky to have a good friend like you. And I'm just going to take my Lucky to have a good friend like you. And I'm just going to take my glue dots again. And I'm going to attach these suckers right like that. And I'm going to open this up and I'm going to attach this on the inside, okay? Just like that. Now I'm going to decorate this. And again, you can decorate it with your embellishments, your cupcake and carousel embellishments. Or I am taking, what I did was I took my scraps and I'm going to be cutting out, I cut out 2 of these, I cut out 2 leaves, I cut out 1 stem, I cut out a couple of these in both because you need both, and I cut out some of the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those together and then I'm going to attach those. Now, again, I want to show you how you can easily do your attaching with your paper, with your silicone sheet, and we're just going to put down some liquid glue. Okay? So I put down some liquid glue, and I'm going to, now, what you want to do is you want to make sure these are on the same because you don't want them, you don't want to have to do that over. So you're just going to put that down, and then you're going to squish it down there, and then you're just going to push it on the So Saffron, the full one, and then your fingers are going to be all glued together. Yeah. I hate liquid glue, but this is, other than the multi-purpose adhesive sheets we used to have, this is the best way, I think, to do it. The fine tip glue pen gets glue stuff all over and you still get it. And then we're going to take and do the same thing with our leaves. And I'm going to glue those down. Okay. Remember, always have them the same way. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stem, and you can run it on either one, which you want. I'm just going to take that, glue that down, or get some glue on that sucker. And then I am going to glue it down like this. Can you see that? Okay. If it doesn't stick to my fingers. Okay. And I'm going to glue, I'm going to take a glue dot. You can see all that yucky glue on my fingers. And I'm going to glue 1 or 2 leaves on this. Little leaves, because I'm going to use a bigger leaf. I hate them on my fingers. I hate glue on my fingers. Yucky, 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 yucky. Another leaf here. Now remember, you've got 3 more videos out there. You have a total of 4 cards. I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on these. I'm going to put a glue dot, some glue dots, because I don't want this as big as the Stampin' Dimensionals, this one leaf. I want it a little smaller. And I'm just going to put that right there, and I'm going to glue one of my flowers just at the end of that, okay? So it looks like it's coming right out from it, okay? And you can have it going anyway. Okay, just like that. And then put another. And this one's going to go on the top. So I probably should have put that over, but it doesn't really matter. So. And then this one I'm going to just glue down here. Look at that. You've got to have glue that don't stick to your fingers. Glue snot. And I'm just putting that one down there. Ha. Glue on my fingers is stronger than the glue dots. Okay, so this is called the Twisted Gatefold. It will go into a regular envelope. It'll be just a little smaller than the regular, but this is a really good one. So this is another one of the cards. We've got 3 more cards out there. Again, thanks for visiting, and thanks for purchasing this great Fun Folds class. Hope you have enjoyed it. And if you do, there is information down below about how you can purchase other stuff from me. I would really appreciate that if you really enjoyed this class. So thanks for visiting, and catch the other 3. Bye-bye.